Hello, Faith and Fiber friends, and welcome to Faith and Fiber with Abigail. I'm glad you could join me today. Today I'll be talking about the importance of planning a project. Many of us are involved in the Tour de Fleece this month of July, and we are planning projects. Most of us have been spending maybe even months planning them, and now we're doing the race. And so I'm going to talk about the importance of planning, the planning that has gone into this event and the projects that we're working on. A few days ago, I made a video. Sorry, my kitty's just deciding she needs some mama time here. So I put out a video a few days ago. I was preparing and freeing up space on my bobbins for my spinning wheel, and I transferred some of that onto a spool. Well, I've been doing a lot of singles, and I spin on my spinning wheel my singles clockwise so that when I ply, I go counterclockwise. Well, it was late one night when I was working on this, and I just wanted to try my test fiber that I had spun to see if I liked the gauge and the spin. And this is it. So sorry, it's a little bit of a mess. I just did another small sample, but I wanted to see what my gauge was and how this would work. And I didn't realize that I started to do my ply clockwise because I got so used to it since I was doing singles, a lot of singles lately. And I got maybe 25 yards done, and I'm like, oh my, this is just not spinning right. What am I doing wrong? And then I realized, oh, I'm spinning a ply the same way I spun my single. Ever do that? Am I the only one? Well, I instantly caught it, and it was just my sample yarn, so thank goodness. Well, I took it off, and frugal me, I went ahead and took all those singles apart and then respun them. But the way it had spun and the energy, whatever, that I had taken out, and then I think I reversed my bobbin when I put it back on my machine. Whatever it was, when I started, I went ahead and um, I just took it apart and started spinning, and I realized, oh, I had to ply clockwise. Whatever I did wrong, I reversed it and stuff. Anyway, I just went with it because it was just a small sample, and it was funny because a friend caught my oops. She's like, "You're plying clockwise. Aren't you supposed to ply counterclockwise?" Well, kudos for her for catching my mistake. But along the way, that's what we do. And as long as we catch those mistakes, it's okay. I also put in a prior video too, the importance of mistakes. We all make them, and eventually, we can fix our mistakes, and God can help us fix all mistakes. Well, now I'm doing more planning because I would like to make a sweater when I get done with my Tour de Fleece spin. It's a very big project. I have over a pound of beautiful roving that I do want to create into a sweater. A lot of planning will go into that. So I'm checking my gauge carefully too. Once I started doing the ply to make sure I'm doing the right ply and how thick I want my yarn, I am now creating my test swatch, what I'm going to knit, and I'm checking my pattern very carefully. So this is the gauge and that I'm working on, but a fellow knitter, spinner, fiber artist friend recommended that I maybe go one size needle larger so that I can knit a little looser and I might be happier with the texture. So that's what I'm going to do next is I went up to the next size needle. So I'm going to do a test swatch and see if I like that gauge and texture a little better. We want to have a nice project, a good outcome when we're done. We spend a lot of time and money on these projects and on our materials, so it is good to put a little extra time and energy into practicing, planning that project out so that it is a beautiful fiber arts project when we finish. I was once a seamstress and I created draperies, and that takes a lot of yardage to create drapes. And we in the workroom had a motto: measure twice, cut once. Because once you cut a lot of that fabric, it could go to waste in a heartbeat if you didn't plan it well. So I found a Bible verse that goes along with this I'm going to share with you today. And it's in Luke 14:28 through 30. This is from the ESV version. For which of you, desiring to build a tower, does not first sit down and count the cost, whether he has enough to complete it or not? Otherwise, when he has laid a foundation and it is not able to finish, all who see it begin to mock him, saying, this man began to build and was not able to finish. Well, clearly, we don't want people to see mistakes. We don't want to make those mistakes. We do want to plan carefully. We don't want to waste a lot of resources. That's what I have for you today. I hope that you do take time to plan diligently and count the cost. If I make a mistake, is it worth it to keep going? Some mistakes can be made, fixed, resolved, or easy later. Otherwise, we need to rip it out, and that's never any fun, but we all do it. So whatever your project is today, I hope that you take time to plan it, enjoy it, and if you enjoyed this video, please hit like, subscribe, tune in again. Enjoy your day. Be blessed. Stay well. Until I see you again. This is Faith and Fiber with Abigail.